Morning folks, I'm Johnson and I'm going to give you a little walkabout and hand wave on the custom R22 transporter that I designed and built. Basically, just briefly, the tractor, it's a Sterling Acterra, long wheelbase, got a cat engine, Allison automatic transmission, very simple in the cabin. It's also got factory optional Marlin Harrington all-wheel drive. And then on the back, we got a flatbed, 10-foot flatbed that I built, super strong. It's made out of the center section of a big fifth wheel house trailer. Holds 160 gallons of fuel, 80 on each side. And we've got nice steps and fenders. And what we'll do now is just take a quick look inside of the trailer before we deploy the landing platform. See, what you got is a Verduyn tarp, and it's got these beautiful quadruple uplift bows, so when it's compressed, the fabric doesn't sag down and contact the blades. So we got clearance in all directions for the R22. We've got a generator so the trailer can operate remotely if the truck needs to leave. Generator charges up the deep cycle battery pack, and as you'll see, this is what operates the scissors lift to move the helicopter on the trailer. And then here is the landing platform, and we'll get a much better look at this once we get things opened up. But you've got plenty of room. You got 1.4 feet for the skids. You got a couple of feet on the sides for kind of a comfort zone when you're landing. And for transport, the little helicopter sits right in here perfectly, and they're tie downs all around. You can demonstrate a little. Well, now we'll look at how the mechanism works. Basically, we've got a big tarp-covered wagon from Verduyn tarps with a scissors lift inside. And so to open up the tarp, first open up the barn doors here. Each one's got a latch behind it. And then what we need to do is loosen up these two tensioning brackets. Whoops. But you can see how that's, when it's tensioned, it's pulling back on the tarp. And they've given us a nice little bracket on the door to hold it while we're in the open position. This whole tarp effortlessly collapses. Latch. There's a locking pin inside there. This is the controller for the landing platform. Up, down, forward, and reverse. Let's go plug it in and move the platform. Make sure no obstacles. So we'll reverse. And the scissors lift travels. And travels very slowly, so you can make completely sure that you're not breaking something expensive. There's the transport motor. It's a rack and pinion, and moves fore and aft along these tracks. You can see there's like a 90-degree angle. That's one of the tracks. And at this position, if we had a helicopter in here, we'd be safe to raise it. We'd raise, and the main rotor would still clear the deck up there. So now we'll raise it. now we can just deploy these two wings. Like so. And relatch. Okay. So continuing with the reverse. Here she comes. These will end up resting on these pads, so it's got a solid base of support on the trailer. And there's a manual. You can see a hand crank there. There's a manual override if somehow your electricity fails. Okay, this material, it's the rubbery stuff they put on the floor of horse trailers. Super strong. Okay, so that looks to me like we're there. We're centered on our pads, and all we need to do is go down. And there you go, solid support. One thing I forgot to mention is these compartments are designed to hold fuel bladders for helicopters. And there are no bladders in here now, but they'll hold a lot. I haven't measured the volume, but you could probably put a month's worth of fuel on this thing if you wanted to configure it. And now we're gonna close these doors so that nothing in the on the inside can get blown around and damaged by the rotor wire. So everything in the fifth wheel deck's secure. Platform's down and supported. We're ready to go fly. Well, we've successfully landed, meaning we're alive. And so what we'll do now is just open up the doors and stow the helicopter for transport. It's probably easier than 20. Yep, so we just slowly go on forward, and we're waiting for it to clear the support blocks. And of course, paying attention to the tip of the blade, but we're good. It's built to fit. Okay, we're clear. And now we can come down. Okay, the scissors lift is fully down, and now we'll continue forward until the helicopter's in travel position. Okay, it's hit the limit switch and we're there. So now, what we do is cover up the helicopter with the tarp. The thumb's all clear. Swing clearance, swing lower blade to the most concerned about, of course. No interference, no problem. There we go. And at this point, the race install the tensioning brackets. I'll just tension up the tarp. One side at a time. Okay, well now that the helicopter is stowed in the trailer in the travel position, we'll show you the variety of tie downs that we use to keep this load secure on the road. So starting under the front deck here, and watch your head there, you see we got two great big tie down straps securing the helicopter deck to the trailer deck. We don't want the scissors lift or anything moving, so we got two of these big straps under the front end. I'll just show you now since we've got it open. This hatch, what you do is you take the this connecting rod from the landing gear off to get access to work those straps or install those straps. So we'll just put that rod back on there now. Here you get a set of a look of the rear set of straps holding the platform to the trailer deck, and then the lighter ones holding the helicopter to the platform. You'll notice I've got some shackles here. Obviously those need to come off for flight. And then perhaps the most important aspect of trailering this helicopter is the blade support. And these are tune-up blade supports from Robinson. They're made to protect the droop stops during a rough ride. And Robinson does not recommend trailering their helicopters, but I think with the soft ride of this trailer, secure stowage and blade supports, I don't think there's any way we'll damage anything unless we roll the truck. So there we go. I think that's the setup. You might want to give a little quick view of the front blades. There you have it, folks. One R22 ready to travel.